Okay, you guys, we are back, baby, with another banging video, Pookie. So, in this video, what to talk about first? Okay, so, we're gonna talk about Stefon Diggs allegedly impregnating one of his baby mamas for a second time. And this is since Cardi B was pregnant, right? So, let's talk about it, shall we? Because as you guys know, man, last year we heard that a lot of women were pregnant by Stefon Diggs, right? And many of us were like, ain't no way that guy could be that busy. Like, many of us couldn't see through what was being said about Diggs. Many of us was like, no, that's not true. It's not real. People are making up these stories. Ain't no way the guy is so busy with so many different women and Cardi B herself. But December proved us wrong when he did, his family photo moment. Should I even call it family? That's not a family. He took photos of his kids and with himself and his kids, let me be specific, and he posted them to Instagram. We saw him with what we believe to be most of the kids at this point, if not all of them, because we're still not sure how many kids this man has. And it's really none of our business, to be honest. To be honest, it's really none of our business. However, he didn't take any photos with not Kylie, but Cardi's son, right? Their son that they had together. And we've heard that he walked out on her after she gave birth at the hospital because the nurse had advised him that his name could not be on the child's birth certificate because of state law. They would have to go through the court, right? And I'm learning that they did, and his name is now on the document, right? So that is good for the child. Happy for the child. Don't care about the adults. Really don't. But no, it is said that Aileen Lopera is expecting her second baby with Stefon Diggs. But I don't believe it. I know I said last year I didn't believe any of them. And December, I had to wake up to the reality that it's true. But hear me out why I don't believe this one, right? Remember that Aileen Lopera, when she got pregnant for Stefon Diggs denied her. He denied that the baby was his, and he asked for a paternity, right? And when Aileen Lopera filed the court order against him, she requested full custody, and she requested to be compensated, for the money spent during her pregnancy. Stefon Diggs basically counteracted the lawsuit, saying that if the child is his, he wants joint custody and both parents would split everything 50-50. And I was saying, Stefon Diggs does not deserve joint custody. When you deny a child, you don't deserve joint custody, but he was just requesting joint custody, I believe, so as to not give Aileen any money. So for that to happen, and now to hear that this same girl is with a child for him, like, I don't believe it. I really and truly don't believe it. Because after a man has put you through that kind of humiliation, denying your child, like, how do you rekindle a relationship with him to go back to him? And then he has Cardi B out here, even though he seems to give everyone his attention, with the exception of Cardi B. So we never saw Stefon Diggs with Aileen either. We never saw him with that baby girl, but he was at the hospital when she gave birth. He had the baby car seats, putting it in his car and all of that. But we never saw him taking any pictures with that baby girl, but he posted the photo on his Instagram page, right? So after she had to go through all of that with Stefon Diggs, you're telling me that she consciously went ahead and decided that she was going to have unprotected sex again with him and then get pregnant. And then she knows that the possibility exists that this man is going to say the child is not his, because if he said it once, he will definitely say it twice. Or is it that Stefon Diggs is giving these girls so much money? Because for many people, if you think about it, right, Stefon Diggs makes good money. And let's say he gives Aileen $500,000 and say, that's it for the year. That's what I'm going to give you each year. You know, this has to be a money situation, because I don't see why a woman would put themselves through such, unpleasantries again. So I believe it's not true. And if it is, it means that they're all in it for money. If it is, I don't believe it's true, but if it is, it means that they're all in this for money, and money is their agenda. They don't care about these babies. These kids are not their priority. Or if the kids are a priority, then the kids are being used like as a check baby. You know what they call a check baby? A woman who intentionally gets pregnant so as to use the child as a meal ticket. That's what they call a check baby, really. But it's sad if it is true. It is extremely, really, really sad. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it. But I'm gonna watch and see if there's any amount of truth to this. And if it is, I digress. But I don't believe it. But I want to hear from you guys. Leave your comment below. Peace.